Obstacles to get here. I don't know. I suppose we all have obstacles in our career path. And the thing that I've learned the most is that you just never give up. I had a mentor once who told me never, ever, ever give up. She was she still is, she's an Aboriginal law practitioner in Vancouver. And between her and an elder, I was crushed when we lost a first judicial review. And the elder told me, you know, Jennifer, we have an idea about white justice, and it usually takes 12 years and a trip to Ottawa. So that put it in perspective for me, that you have to take a long view of these things, and that was a pretty seminal moment in terms of my career. I think for young lawyers, one of the key challenges is trying to find the right fit in terms of professional objectives and colleagues around you and mentors. Honestly, I don't think there is a magic way to find that easily, quickly, and by the time you finish your articles. I think it's a bit of a trial and error process. The best advice I had was to find diverse mentors, not just one, not just two, but 3 or 4. And these were people that had different skill sets and had different practice areas. And I think that diversity helped me find where my fit was a little quicker, maybe than I would have otherwise. I don't really see the pro bono work as being separate from my practice of law. Some of my pro bono work is a little bit further afield from the commercial litigation I do day to day. So in that respect, perhaps it is. But it's just really part of what I do. I serve on a board. I do, civil chambers, duty counsel projects. I take on pro bono files from time to time, depending on what it is and how it all works. And I just meld it into my practice. I don't really divide it up into different categories in any way. It's part of what I do. I have done a fair bit of mentoring, not just young lawyers, but law students. And I also volunteer with a high school girls mentorship program in Vancouver through the YWCA. And I think the key advice for young lawyers coming up is you need to be yourself, and you need to find what's truly your passion. It's a lot of work and a challenging career, but if you don't love it, it's not going to be worth it. So you need to find something that just really fills you as opposed to depletes you. My key success factor would be persistence, I think. You never give up. You never go home without it being done. And you have to remember you're in it for the long haul. I think that's my key success factor. My pro bono work has been immensely rewarding. It's given me access to people that I wouldn't ordinarily work with. I've dealt with issues I probably wouldn't routinely see. And it feels right. It feels like a different way to contribute a skill set that I already have in a way that is both welcome and challenging for me at the same time, and engages me on a different level with my community. So I'm proud of what I do. I think we contribute, and the amount of volunteer and pro bono time I see my colleagues at the bar contributing to society justifies, I think, some of the good feelings I have of it. At the same time, I'm quite cognizant that I make my living off other people's disputes. So there is a tension there.